Hello guys, so I'm going to be doing a nail polish collection series of videos to show you what nail polishes I have. This series isn't going to include indie polishes. I might do a completely not separate series but a separate video just for indies because I've got a lot anyway. So I wanted to show you all of my kind of mainstream big product names. It will include minis as well. It won't be my whole collection because I do have around 20 at my mum's house as well. But this is most of it, and most of the ones I have at my mum's anyway are dupes of what I have in my main collection. So I'm going to be starting today with nudes and whites. So starting off with whites, I only have OPI white at the moment. So I'm just going to start getting into it. So I have this OPI nail polish, which is International Crime Caper, which is from the Muppets Most Wanted, or is it Muppets on Tour? I can't remember what collection. It's the latest Muppets collection that's just come out this year, and it's this kind of pearl white sheer nail polish. It's super pretty, and because it has got that pink pearl in it, it's just a really nice polish to have. Then we have OPI's Funny Bunny, which you can see has got quite a bit of damage to the label because I've had it for a while. So this is not a bright white, it's not an offish white, but it's not as bright and as opaque as some of the other OPI whites. It's kind of a sheerer white. It's really nice to use for French tips, which I do use it for on clients, and it's also nice if you're doing a sort of vintagey manicure, and you want like a white base but you don't want something that's bright white, you want something that is a bit softer. This is great for that. So then I have Angel with a Lead Foot, which is from the Mustang collection that came out this year. It is a bright white, but it's not, I don't know how to describe it. It's more of a sheerer bright white, if that makes sense. It's really nice to use. It's not great for stamping or anything like that though, because it does come out quite sheer. But it's still a really nice white to have, and I don't usually have this in my main nail polish bag. I usually keep this one at home. So then finally, the best white ever in my opinion is Alpine Snow, and this is a bright white that is opaque in 2 coats most of the time, depending on how thin or thick you apply. And again and again I just keep rebuying Alpine Snow, sorry. And you'll notice if you follow me on Instagram, this is always the white that I use. I just absolutely love it, and as you will probably be able to tell, I am a huge OPI fan. So next up I've chosen some more creamy colour nudes, and then I've got some more pinky shades in a minute, so I'm just going to get straight off. So this is a mini. This is You're So Vanilla, which is from OPI's Coca-Cola collection, and it's a really nice cream nude. I did used to have, my vampire is buff, but I actually sent that to a friend, so I don't have that in comparison with that anymore, but I have a feeling it's kind of similar, but in just for this polish, it's just a really nice cream to have. It's opaque in 2 coats as well, which is great. So then we have this real peachy nude, which is Chillin' Like a Villain. And this is from the Muppets collection that came out this year. And I knew straight off I was getting this because I don't have any kind of peachy tones like this nudie colour, and I absolutely love it. It is one of my favourite nudes to use, especially in the spring and the summer. It's really, really nice. It's, if you do the way that I do with Shearer polishes, which is you apply one thin coat, then apply a thickish coat at the tip of your nails and wait for that to dry, and then you apply a thicker coat on top, then that makes it all opaque, because usually you don't need the opaqueness near your half moons or your cuticles. It's more the your tips that really people find that's the bit that they want to cover. So with that little tip, this is then how I would use that. Next we have Glints of Glinda, and this is from the Oz collection. So this is actually kind of old. You can kind of see it's been used quite a lot. It's not really gloopy because you can kind of see it all moving around in there, but it is one of my older polishes. This was before I trained as a nail technician, so I spent a lot of money getting the entire Oz collection. I actually bought it as a little birthday present for myself. So I spent a lot of money on it because I paid, you know, sort of full retail price for them. And this is actually one of my favourite sheer like French colours to use if I'm ever doing a French polish. I find that this is really quite a nice one to have. Then next we have, did you hear about Van Gogh? Or did you hear about Van Gogh? Sorry. Now this is a stone coloured nude. It's very creamy. It's opaque in 2 coats. It's a nice colour to have. I don't use it that often though, just because I find stone doesn't really go well with my skin tone. Like you can already kind of see, you know, I wouldn't say I've got a yellowy skin tone, but it makes me, you know, it just doesn't go with me. So, but it's more for clients. I do have this in OPI gel colours, which is why I have the matching polish. So I don't use it very often though. So, and then for the final part of this video, we have my pinky nudes. So let's start with Don't Burst My Bubble, which again is from the Oz collection, and as you can kind of see from the bottle, I don't actually use this one that much because it's so pale. Like if you compare it to Glints of Glinda, it almost looks white, and I find that's very, I mean it's lovely on its own, but I only really use these sheer type of colours for a French, and having this as pale as it is, I find it just completely washes everything out. So it's not really, it's a lovely colour to use on its own though, so I wouldn't say don't get it because it is a really nice nude to have. Then we have my very first Knockwurst, which I don't know if you can see on the camera, and this is one of the best nudes ever. It is honestly my go-to pinky nude. I just think it is the perfect pink colour because, I mean, it's coming off quite pale on camera, but in real life it's a bit more pinky. I do have loads and loads of swatches and things like that on my Instagram, so you can always go and have a look through my Instagram, or you might have already seen it on my Instagram, which has got more of the right colour for it. But no, it's just a really nice nude to have. If you want to get just one pink nude, I would say go for this one. It's beautiful. Next we have don't bossa nova me around, which is from the Brazil collection. And again, this is one of my go-to colours. I always use this. And not even because I mean to, it's just I go through my collection and think, oh no, I want this type of colour, and I'm always really attracted to this one. I just think it's super pretty. It's a bit paler than my very first Knockworth, which is sometimes good, like if you don't want that real like pinky one, you want something a bit lighter, but they're the same type of shade, if that makes any sense. So, and then lastly we have a different make. Ooh, something that is not OPI, but I don't actually use it that much. It's Leighton Denny, and this is Leading Lady, and I actually got this with, I think, one of my glossy boxes or birch boxes earlier in the year. And it's really nice. I mean, as you can kind of see, it's an in-between of these two, so it's a really lovely pinky nude. So if you may not be a fan of OPI, I would say Leighton Denny is a good one. I mean, I can open it up and show you as well what it kind of looks like inside. So it's, you know, it is a really nice formula. It's, like I said, I mean, the formula to me is the same as either of these OPIs. It's just an in-between colour to me. So that is my first nail polish collection video. I hope you liked it. I'm going to try and post one maybe every week or every other week. I'm not entirely sure yet. But I'll try and get one up at least twice a month, and we've got a lot to go through. They will all be in colour order, or I might do them in sort of groups like I have with these, with the pales and the nudes, just to kind of get the videos going. So yeah, so if you liked this video and you want to see more of my nail polish collection, please do subscribe. I will also be doing another stamping video at some point. And if there's anything else that you'd like to see from me, please just comment below and let me know. Thank you. So I'll see you later, guys. Bye.